Oh, I have the mic muted. That's problem number one. Just 1 second. All right, let me fix that. We are covering nor'easter winter weather coverage. Let me know if I sound okay. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Just getting started for today, guys. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it going, Raya? Long time no see. I feel like I'm too far up. Let me know if everything looks good. Let me know if you can hear me good. How's it going? It's been a minute. This is the new radar app. This is my new radar app. First look at it. First look at the whole new setup here. Hope you're doing well, Raya. I'm also live over here on YouTube and Facebook. So let me know if you guys can hear me over there. This mouse is bugging out. I'm using a temporary mouse right now. My other one died on me yesterday, so I'm using like a temporary mouse that's not very ideal. Thank you for the heart, me, Raya. Why is the radar not loading? All right, we're gonna reload our radar software. It's already bugging out. If you guys need to see the live stream on TikTok a little bit better, you can rotate it sideways and it will be the full screen. Or you can go over to Facebook or YouTube at WX Rundown for the full live stream experience. Yes, we got all kinds of snow reports already coming in, and they're just starting to trickle into Maine. Right here we have Bar Harbor, Maine. So this is right along the coastline where we're expecting it to kind of mix a lot with a lot of rain. So we'll see how that transitions. But earlier they were getting some pretty good bands of snow. And as you can see, it's kind of snowing there again, but very lightly. Over towards Stoningham, though, which is right down probably 30, 40 miles away on the coastline as well. As you can see, still no snow at all. So that's the difference with the snow lines and the snow bands today. Bar Harbor could be getting snow bands, heavy snow bands, while 40 miles to the south west, still raining. So that's how that's going to go today. Uh, this is over here in Yarmouth, kind of just north of Portland. As you can see, the roads are still relatively clear. They're doing a pretty good job keeping up with them, but again, it hasn't been too heavy so far today, yet today. And if we go over to Hartford, Maine, this is a little bit more inland, just to the north of Lewiston, Maine. As you can see, you probably got an inch or two there already throughout the day. So we'll keep checking back on those as the day progresses. And then if we go over to Mount Katahdin, this is going to be up more north of Maine, in central northern Maine. Um, it looks, I assure you, it looks much worse than it is. It's just a big blanket of snow coming down, but it's all light stuff right now. Nothing too crazy. How's it going, Rachel? Phil? I'm not sure. Let me go over to Facebook really quick. I want to just make sure everything's working good. Bear with me 1 second. Let me know if everything looks good though. This is the new setup, so let me know if you guys like the new setup. Man, it's been a minute. I don't know how to tell what on here. Is the stream lagging at all, or does it look good? Let me know if the mic sounds poppy or anything like that, or if it's lagging. That will definitely help me out. I'm testing a whole new setup here. I got 2 different computers running this setup, so let me know how it looks if you're on Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok. There's our radar. I was waiting for the radar to show up. All right, so I don't have the winter radar on my app yet, so I'm still working on getting winter weather radar on my app. But basically, you can be rest assured that most of this is snow here, especially if it's inland. So these are the heavier bands that are setting up. Um, this is going to be the first time I'm actually using my new system on a live broadcast, so bear with me. um, but yeah, anywhere in this dark green area here, especially over here near Augusta, that some really heavy snow bands setting up there towards Augusta, Belfast. And again, our Bar Harbor camera is right here. So that is this camera right here that we're seeing it lightly snow. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Let me post out some stuff to the followers. Coverage. 1 second, guys. There's no audio on TikTok. Okay, good to know. See, I tested it beforehand and it said there was audio. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. All right. Ryan, let me know if you can hear me now on TikTok. All right. If you're on TikTok, let me know if you guys can hear me or not. Sorry about that. And how do we test? Pretty sure the rest of the app should be working with audio. But yeah, let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you guys are on TikTok, if you can hear me. It should be all fixed now. Sorry about that. If you guys see me staring up into the abyss over here, it's because I have 4 different screens I'm looking at. So if I just look like I'm looking right through you or past you, it's because of that. Welcome back. Okay, so I'm assuming you can hear me on TikTok now. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Raya. The custodian, welcome into the stream. All right, we're just getting going. We're kind of getting some kinks worked out here. But yeah, like I was just saying, anywhere in this dark green area here is really where these heavy snow bands that are coming on shore here in the Gulf of Maine, coming on shore like this. Let me get a better color here. This is let's see, let's do a bright pink. We'll increase it here. So yeah, these bands are coming on shore. As they come on shore, you're going to get these dark green pockets here on our radar that are going to be these heavier bands of snow that are going to set up. And as they set up, they're going to be going um, generally in this direction, and it's just going to be dumping snow. And it just depends on how long they set up for and how they go. Ryan, thank you for all the roses. Oh, oh, I saw you. I see you saw that goal, so you had to hit it. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Thank you. Appreciate the love, Raya. All right, let me know if everything is looking good over here on Facebook and YouTube. I haven't checked YouTube, but I think Raya, I think you were just on YouTube, right? I think that's where you commented from. Let me pull up the YouTube. It's working on TikTok now. Perfect. So work. You're at work. Don't get in trouble at work, Raya. All right, perfect. All right. Thank you. Oh, this mouse. So if it zooms in like that really suddenly like that, that's not me doing that. It's the it's the this mouse I'm using is ridiculous. All right, so yeah, so here's kind of a big broader view of the snow that's coming on shore here. So you'll see these heavier bands set up. Let me check down over here by Albany. Let's see how the snow bands look over here. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Yeah, let me know if you guys like the new setup. I'm not sure if you've tuned in before or not, or if this is your first time here, but I'm going to be going back to full stream or full-time streaming here in the new year. So this is more of like a test stream to see if we can stress test this, and in the meantime get some winter coverage out of it as well in my backyard. I hope you're doing well. I have for sure missed seeing you. Jess, I appreciate those kind words. Yes, this is more of a stress test than anything. Just trying to get back in the swing of things. Once 2026 hits, we're gonna be going at it hard. So lots more to come. I love it when we can see the full screen on. I love it. We can see the full screen on TikTok now. Yes, yes. Oh, this thing is really struggling. Okay, so far everything as far as the stream goes looks good. Um, but my radar app is not working too well. uh Oh, that's my Nightbot. I was like, what is posting in the chat over there? Raya, what are you doing? Raya, thank you for the donut. What else did you send? What are you doing over there? Hold on now. Hold on. Can I disable this? How do I disable this? I feel like a I feel like a newborn baby over here with this stuff. I don't know anything. I don't feel like I'm doing anything. I know I can disable this. How do I disable this screen? 1 second, Raya. There we go. All right. I knew I could do that. Your gift gallery. Yeah, that's an easy way to do it too. Try it. All right, so it's like, yeah, okay. So you sent me a TikTok, finger heart, rose, friendship necklace, perfume, and a donut. Thank you, Raya. Gotta go back to work. I'll be in the background. All right, yeah, no, nothing crazy here. No severe coverage. It's just snow coverage. Snow coverage for the snow lovers. Thank you again, Raya. Appreciate you. Again, we'll be doing this a lot more here coming 2026 and as the severe weather season really takes place. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. I don't like how this is struggling so much. I'm gonna take all this stuff off and see if that helps it. So here's some snow reports here. So let's see. We got Claremont, Sullivan, New Hampshire. They're measuring in about 4.3 inches over here um, in New Hampshire. 3 inches. What is this? Tilton and Northfield, New Hampshire, 3 inches. So this has been going on here for a while over in New Hampshire since the early morning hours. How's it going, Beth? Thank you for joining. But if we go back here towards Albany, where they're in the winter storm warnings, we're looking at not really too crazy over there for what they forecasted for 4.4 inches, 1.8 inches. If you guys want to submit your weather reports as well, you can by going to our website. WX Rundown is this website I have set up. If you go to wxrundown.com and you go right up here to storm reports, you can log in. You just need to like log in with your Google account or whatever you have, and then on here you'll have we have an area for storm reports, and you can submit your storm reports on here. You'll select like what report type you have. Where did it happen? You can even click the little icon right here to it'll pin your location where you're close to, and then just describe what you see, how much snow you have, and then when did it happen. And then you can submit that. I'll verify it, and once it's verified, then it'll be shown up on the map, and we can talk about it as a group of people here and show off our storm reports. You can submit photos and videos. Really cool stuff. So yeah, if you guys want to do that, it's wxrundown.com/submit, and that will do it. Let's check out some more storm reports here. So 3 inches over here. That's the Tilton Northfield in New Hampshire. Over here by Lewiston, 3.1 inches 25 minutes ago by a train spotter. So that's over here. As you can see, there's those heavy bands that are kind of coming through. So 3.1 inches is not surprising there. And that is going to be, so that's up by Lewiston. So if we look down here, we're going to have, uh, we should have Yarmouth somewhere in around this area right here by Freeport. And so if we look at our cameras, which one? Not that one. Right here, this one. That's going to be right about where that, right around where that 3.1 inches is being reported. But like I was saying earlier, that gradient is very heavy, or very tight gradient here for snow. So just because somebody over here might have 3.1 inches anywhere along this coastline, though, they could be missing out on all that, and it could just be mixed precipitation and rain. So it really just depends on when that rain snow line is gonna, where it's gonna set up. Because you can see we definitely have the precipitation offshore, but with it being offshore, it needs to go in a little bit further before it actually transitions to snow. Perfect. Let's see. Let's check out Bar Harbor really quick. So they're both the same as when we checked on them a little while ago. Um, Still very light snow there. That's the area though that I was talking about that has been kind of overperforming as far as snow goes. It changed at the very last minute with the forecast to like 1 to 3 inches, where it was like 3 to 5 to 5 to 10. But then that rain snow line got really questionable there at on the coastline. But as you can see right over here in Stoningham, this is like 30 to 40 miles to the south on the coastline, and it's still raining there. So no snow there, but just up the road a little bit, and it's snowing, and they actually have some accumulation there. So we're just gonna keep watching it throughout the day. Again, this is down by Portland, so it's setting up, down by Portland, and that's close to where that 3.1 inch snowfall report was as well. So, and then this is over here in Hartford, Maine, which is up to the north of Lewiston, and that's probably going to be around that 3 inch mark as well. And then this is up towards Mount Katahdin, up in central and northern Maine. Um, and again, it looks pretty bad, but that's just because it's looking at far into a distance. So it looks much worse than it probably is for sure. How's everyone doing? Everyone hear me good? Appreciate you guys tuning in. Let me know if you guys are tuning in over on YouTube or the Facebook for the first time. Facebook for the first time. Oh, mouse is being crazy again. You can also see above us that above my name over here, over on the top bar over there, is there's going to be all kinds of new alerts coming through, weather news, snowfall reports, everything like that. So if you want to just be curious of all the reports and stuff coming through, just keep an eye up there and you'll see all the reports as they come in. Let me just check on the stream really quick. Make sure everything sounds good. I mean, everything looks good on my side, so that's good to know. I'm kind of melting. I'm kind of melting in this hat, this hoodie. A lot of electronics in here. A lot of electronics in here. It makes it really warm. Let's look at this from a satellite view. It's mostly going to be clouds, but let's see what the satellite view is looking like. Everything's kind of running slow right now. This is why we're doing this stress test here. Everyone loves villains. Thank you for joining. All right, I guess it just doesn't want to load at all. All right, let's load the infrared up. Maybe the infrared will load. Or not. Okay. If we go back and forth. Nothing. You know, it's always fun when it works perfectly fine when you're not streaming. And then you start streaming and then nothing works. Gotta love it. Let's look at. Is nothing gonna work? All right, we're refreshing. I don't know why nothing's working. Welcome in, everybody. We're just doing some severe, not severe. I usually do severe weather coverage. We're just doing some winter weather coverage. Betty, welcome in. All right, I'm reloading the radar app. This is my custom radar app that's deciding it doesn't want to work right now. Let's see if it reloads and has a better time. Oh, look at, all right, there we go. That's more like it. The storm reports showed up over it. That's not ideal. Oh, all right. Now we got this showing up on top of it. What is this app doing? There we go. Nothing else show up. Thank you. All right. Yeah. So there's our center of low pressure. Somewhere in here. I can't really tell from this angle. It might even be a little bit further to the south here, but it should be up and around this area right here. So there's our low pressure, and that's going to be jetting off to the northeast over here over the next, I don't know, 7, 8 hours, 9 hours. So that's what's causing all this. Let's see if we can look at the clean infrared here and see those storm reports pop back up. Yeah, so our low pressure is going to be down in here. And then that's going to be coming right up through here. Maybe not like that. More like that. And as that does, it's going to keep setting those heavy bands into Maine, parts of New Hampshire, and New York. So that's how that's going to work. All right, that's that. Let's go to the outlooks. We go to the outlooks and we go to our snowfall chances of 4 inches or more. Be it will load. There we go. All right, so here's our snowfall winter weather forecast snowfall uh, probabilities of 4 inches or more. So anywhere in the red is going to be a high probability that you're going to get 4 inches or more, which kind of aligns obviously up with what the forecast has been in this area. That was for day 2. No, the day 1. And then tomorrow, the probabilities for 4 inches or more stays about the same. I don't know why that's showing that. Maybe because it goes through the overnight hours. And then day 3 has nothing. So let's see the probabilities for 8 inches or more for today. If it will load. How's it going, Daniel? Appreciate you tuning in. All right, does not want to load day 1's. There it is. No, that's 4 inches. All right, I'm over this. This app is not behaving well. We want to go over here to our weather models. This is going to be the GFS 12Z run. And let me just switch it to the regional view. There we go. Everything's running just a little slow. All right, so as you can see with the GFS total snowfall run here, anywhere from Maine up to central Maine, anywhere inland, they're talking 7 to 9 inches is generally what we're going to expect. All the way down through Massachusetts here as well. The GFS is a little bit more on the aggressive side. If we go over to the European model, you're going to see kind of a different story play out. So Euro model has actually come into a little bit more agreement, so it doesn't take it up to central Maine as much. Um, as you can see here, it doesn't take it the higher snowfall amounts into central Maine as much. It kind of holds it back off here, and it actually hugs it around the coast too. So it's like 10 inches to like 8 inches in the Portland area, all the way down to like Kittery in New Hampshire. I'm in that area, and I can tell you right now, I don't know if we're gonna get that. I mean, the grass is barely covered here. The grass is covered, and the roads have snow on them, but they're not. It's not. I mean, we would need to be in the 3 to 4 inch range probably by now to get that 10 inch range or 8 inch range. So we'll see how it goes though. Heavy bands can make a difference though really quick. Um, if we go down here towards Boston and Massachusetts on the west side, again, this is the Euro model. Euro model's talking about a good 4 to 8 inches or so um, there for the northern parts of Massachusetts. And then New Hampshire, again, most of southern New Hampshire and into central New Hampshire is going to be a good 4 to 8 inches, with some saying that the lower part of the state there is probably going to be in that 9 to 12 inch range if it really sets up the bands. So we'll see how that goes and when it's all said and done. And then the Euro model has not as much over here in New York as well, Eastern New York, Albany and stuff, 5 inches, 5.6 inches. So let's compare that with how the National Weather Service blend of models. Why is that locked? Oh, it signed me out. Okay, hold on, guys. 1 second. All right, should be good now. There we go. All right, so this is the National Weather Service blend of models. So what this does is it takes all the ensemble members, puts them all together, and then creates and spits out like this average per se. So let's go over to the snowfall. So we're going to bring this right through tomorrow morning. So as you can see here, it's a little bit of both of the Euro and the American model. And so it still says, up towards the 7 inches over here and down East Maine and Eastern Maine. So again, I have on my map 5 to 10 inches, and I extended the 5 to 10 inches over here. It's probably going to be on that lower side of the. I don't really quite see 10 inches being made up over there unless those bands get really heavy. But as you can see, it plays it relatively safe as well down here in southern Maine and New Hampshire, especially down here by Manchester and Portsmouth. It's got only like 3 to 4 inches, where that GFS and Euro run are saying that this could get pretty much walloped with snow. So again, there's a big gradient here, and that gradient is all this right here. How far inland does this go where we only get 1 to 3 inches? It could be like this, where the coastline gets 1 to 3 inches, and then everyone inland gets, a good 4 to 8, 5 to 10. But if that low pressure kind of hangs back a little bit like that and allows more of that cold air to get in there instead of warming it up along the coastline, then these are going to get dumped on as well. So just going to kind of Just gonna kind of see how it goes throughout the day, it plays out. Uh, where did my radar go? There it is. There it is. All right, let's see how our snowfall reports are going. We got a snowfall report up here and the mountains here in western Maine, 3.7 inches up here in Maine, in Franklin, Maine. We do have some special weather statements as well up here in northern Maine, and that is mainly driven because there's been some snow bands that have made it up here a little bit further than expected. So they put out some special weather statements. Continues to show light snow across the area, pockets of moderate snow. The snow may reduce visibilities less than a mile at times, with accumulations up to 4 inches by this evening. So um, if we go over to my website, I have the snowfall map that I put out. Again, my snowfall map. I'm not a meteorologist, but this is my snowfall map that I put out for the area. I updated it last night around 10, 11 o'clock, just to talk about this mixed precipitation line here that was going to come to play. And so, as you can see, it's very dependent here on if they get anything or if it's just going to stay mixed. But the lighter blue, you can expect anywhere from 3 to 5 inches in this lighter blue color. And then again, we're still expecting potential for that darker blue area to receive that 5 to 10 range. And again, like I was saying, especially in eastern Maine here, down East Maine, um, I would probably err on the side of, probably 5 to 8 inches. I don't know if it's going to hit that 10-inch mark. But anything to the west of Bangor along the I-95 corridor before it gets to Portland. So anywhere from Bangor down to like Lewiston, Auburn. Yeah, you probably definitely can get that 5 to 10 inch range. Where's everyone tuning in from? How many people we got watching? Um, Let me know where you're tuning in from. Are you in Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, New York, across the world? Yeah, back here though, it's gonna transition. It'll be mostly rain, and then we have like that 1 to 3 inches that could set up here. And then I'm not feeling too comfortable back here in New York anymore for that 5 to 10 range, unless some really heavy bands come together and really wrap around the backside. Uh, I Yeah, and then again, I have a lot of those model runs had those like 9 to 12 inch ranges here as well for southern New Hampshire and Maine. Again, I have it right on the mix line to 1 to 3, and if it's going to be either 1 to 3 or it's going to be 5 to 10, like it's going to be so dependent on where it sets up. Mississippi, oh, that's really cool. Thanks for tuning in, Sandra. We are severe weather season's right around the corner, so I might live in the Northeast, but my passion and my big thing I like to do is severe weather coverage. So we'll be covering all types of severe weather this spring. This is kind of just like a little stress test, kind of get back in the swing of things stream. So let me know if everything looks good and sounds good, and if you like what you see. We're gonna have all kinds of new stuff to come for a severe weather season. Yeah, and then up there in northern Maine, again, like I said, the far northern Maine, upwards to Caribou and up to Fort Kent, stuff like that. That's going to be 1 to 3 inches. Um, and then yeah, you might see a sprinkle of 4 inch range there, but I would say anywhere from Holton to Presque Isle is going to be where the 3 to 5 inch range settles in there. Again, this one's a tricky one though. This was a real tricky storm to forecast just because of that rain snow line being so intertwined with everything. Uh, so yeah, this one was a tricky one. How's it going, Peggy? Light SB, how's it going? Then we also had some icing down here. I didn't see a lot of storm reports for icing though. I'll have to double check about that. But we had some icing forecasted as well for Virginia and West Virginia. Um, so I didn't see any storm reports though for that. Let me check. really see any. Yeah, I don't think the icing really happened like it was supposed to, which is a good thing. This mouse is driving me crazy. Yeah, I'm not seeing any storm reports. I got some rain reports, heavy rains. So yeah, it looks like it didn't transition. A tenth of an inch of rain, another tenth of an inch of rain. Yeah, so the ice didn't sit up there, which is good. Oh, this mouse is driving me crazy. I'm using a temporary mouse right now. Mine broke last night, and it's driving me crazy. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna take my hoodie off. I'm really melted here.
Tornadoes, no, they don't hit here. They got scared and they went elsewhere. Some say the weather, it gets kinda scary, but it always misses old Plum Nelly. Storm chasers and weathermen, they ain't seen nothing like this.
All right, I'm back. You guys listen to Plum Nelly?
Thunder, and
All right, let's. Sorry about the song, guys. It's one of our severe weather season songs. Plum Nelly, Georgia. All right, let's take a look at our cameras here. So this is on Bar Harbor, Maine. This is along the coastline. As you can see, it's still snowing there lightly, and that snow is probably not accumulating too much as it comes in. But what's crazy though is this. So this is Bar Harbor, Maine. This is right along the coastline. And then if you go down 30, 40 miles to the south on the coastline, it's okay. So you can see this, the rain's now accumulating on the lens here. So that could indicate that there's some mixing going on, and things are getting a little bit more slushy, thick. So this might be starting to transition finally to a mixed sleet and then snow potentially here soon. But this is just down the road. So that's just the difference here. Like I talk about the gradient a lot. Earlier they were getting some heavy bands here in Bar Harbor, and now this over here has been no snow though. So it's just that's how it goes. Here's an updated look at Yarmouth. This is on I-295, mile marker 17 northbound in Maine here, north of Portland. So roads are staying mostly clear. The plows are doing a great job keeping the roads mostly clear, and you can clearly see the lanes. And then this is going to be in Hartford, Maine. This is going to be to the north of Lewiston, Auburn. And again, it's been steadily coming down there as well. And then this is up towards central and northern Maine, and by Mount Katahdin and Millinocket. And again, it looks much worse. Oh, they're going through some tilt checks here, but it looks much worse. You can see there's probably a few inches on the ground, but nothing crazy. There you go. Look at that. All the nerd stuff, all the nerd stats of the camera. We can do what we can do though is we can get some checks in on New Hampshire and surrounding areas. So let me pull up some camera feeds for. Sorry, I thought I got something. I thought I got a gift or something. Let me pull up some camera feeds for the surrounding areas. So let's go take a look at New Hampshire. So we're going to take a look around New Hampshire as well. And Vermont. All right. And number 5, max 5. All right, so here we go. I got cameras loaded up. This is going to be in New Hampshire. This is 93 north, mile marker 31. As you can see, it's a little bit different over there in New Hampshire. Sorry if I'm looking left, guys. I have a screen over there that's where all my software is. So if I'm looking not directly at you guys, it's because I'm looking at different screens. I got 4 of them in front of me, so kind of looking everywhere. So So yeah, this is going to be New Hampshire. This is going to be 93 northbound, mile marker 31 in New Hampshire, and it's a little bit more messy there. The roads aren't as well kept up with there. As you can see right here, this is going to be also in well, this is in Vermont. So this is going to be the Bellow Falls Arch Bridge. So again, bridges will tend to ice over and freeze much faster than roadways, just because there's nothing underneath them. They're able to freeze faster. So that's in Vermont. That's looking very wet and slushy there as well, especially on that bridge. So not a good time there, but they're used to it, so I'm sure they'll be okay. This is going to be a random camera in Topsom, US 302, Vermont, westbound. So this is looking west in Vermont, as you can see, looking pretty snowy there. And then look at this one. This is going to be I-93 north as well for mile marker 105 in New Hampshire. So looking a little messy there as well. I'm still working on, if you hear those beeps, that's new winter storm warnings that are coming through right now for New York. So those are going to be coming through. You'll see them down below as well on the ticker. Looks like they're updating all their winter storm warnings right now. So let's pull our master control panel up. Let's pull our control panel up and we will see what's going on here. All right, so winter storm warning for Mass, New York, Vermont. All right, so right here, this one is the one that they're talking about. Heavy snow expected, total snow accumulations between 6 to 9 inches, with higher amounts of 9 to 12 in southern Green Mountains of Vermont. So they're still expecting some heavy snow there. We'll have to take a look at the radar here in a second to see what it's looking like. Where are we going? Why are we going over there? Stop going over there. This mouse is so bad. You know what? I might actually just get rid of it. I might just change it out for another one I have. It's making me that angry. Got some coastal flood statements that were just issued as well for the coastline of Massachusetts. Up to 1/2 a foot of inundation above ground level expected in low-lying areas near shorelines and tidal waterways. 2.7 to 12.5 feet mean lower than low water during the Wednesday morning and high tide cycle. So be aware of that, guys. Come on, let's get loaded here. I'm going to take a look over in Iowa too, because Iowa is another place I have cameras, traffic cameras access to right now for the time being. And I want to go look over there and see how their roads are looking. I know they were pretty snowy over the last week or so. Come on, load up. Bear with me, guys. All kinds of new winter storm warning updates here. So yeah, their National Weather Service is updating these right now as we speak. I don't know why these are not loading up, but we definitely got to get that fixed before severe season. Melody, thanks for tuning in. Anyone over on Facebook and YouTube want to chime in? Let me know if you guys can hear me good. Just kind of doing a little test winter weather stream before severe weather season kicks off here in a few months. We got lots of work to do still. I've been working on this for quite a while. A lot of time and energy went into this app and a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Kind of redid the whole setup here Shepherd, Texas. Nice. I'll definitely be covering them. Hopefully not maybe Shepherd, Texas, but Texas here soon enough in the next few months for severe weather. New winter storm warnings for everybody. You get a winter storm warning. You get a winter storm warning. Thanks for tuning in, El Nino. All right, this is just not going to load. Okay, cool. This is just not working. Just doesn't want to work today. Let's check our storm reports. If you guys want to submit your own storm reports to me, you can do that by going to my website, wxrundown.com/submit, or you can just go to wxrundown.com and then just click the storm reports link. And then you can submit your own storm reports that I can review and show on a little map here. And you can upload photos and videos. It's pretty cool. Oh my, this mouse is also part of the problem. This mouse is really just making my blood boil. Let me know if that chime is too annoying as well for the new winter storm warnings. I have it so only does it for warnings, but you should have heard it earlier before I went live. I had it for everything, and it was just going off every 5 seconds. All right. Okay, my app seems to be just broken at this point. I don't know why, it just does not want to work. Why is it not working? It's never not worked like this. That's how it goes. Look at all that. Boom, 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 boom. Restart it all. We're just going to restart it all. Ding. Yep, just more hanging out more than anything. All right, we're finally loaded back in. Let's see if it works here. Somebody commenting on... It's snowing lightly here in Harrison for a couple hours. But sorry, I'm reading some people on Facebook. Nice Maine day. We're getting some viewer photos on Facebook as well. Again, feel free to follow if you want to see more posts from me. You can always follow at WX Rundown on Facebook and YouTube. And again, I'm gonna get back. I'm been kind of working on all the stuff behind the scenes, but everything kind of goes back into full force after the new year. So I'm gonna be diving back into all things weather once the new year hits. Forecasting, making videos, everything. So please hit that follow button and subscribe if you can. Anna, thanks for joining. But my radar app is really just failing me today. What are we doing? Guys, you don't know how much I've worked on this radar app. And now it's just like performing like crap. So we're gonna have to scrap it, I think, today. We're gonna have to scrap the radar app for the day. It's alright, we'll go to trusty. We'll go to our good old trusty radar Omega. So this is our current winter weather radar. I believe this is current. 1:04 p.m. Yep, so a few minutes ago. So as you can see, nope, I haven't done this in a while. what is it? All right, I can't remember the draw tool thing, but as you can see, we have heavy bands that are setting up over in eastern New Hampshire, just near me as well. So I'm going to be located down this area here. So just to the northwest of me, all these heavy bands over here are setting up. Oh, it's just D. Okay. And then we have heavy bands over here as well. So this is going to be kind of over by Bar Harbor. No, Bar Harbor is going to be up a little bit. So if we animate it, so Bar Harbor Camp should be pretty calm right now, which it is. So that makes sense. But all this banding right here. So this is what they were kind of talking about. You know, it's what we're kind of thinking for it's a little bit further it's a little bit further towards the coastline than I was thinking though. So again, that just goes to show you, like, you got all this rain that's sitting here, and it's where does that rain line set up? Rain snow line. And so far right now, it's sitting up pretty close to the shore. So we might be overperforming in some of these areas. And again, this is going to be all in down East Maine later on today anyways. See if any of it's already there. Oh yeah, look at this. So if we go to the Holton radar, look at this. Ah, it's a nice heavy band of snow. So Bar Harbor is right here, that camera that we have, and it's kind of in between both of the radar sites, and it's kind of in between all the precipitation. But down East Maine's getting a pretty good band right here. How long has it been? All right, let's see if we can get some cameras over there. Hey, look, we're deciding to finally load. The radar finally decided to load for our app. All right, let me go look at our cameras and see if we can get one over there. We only really have one camera in down East Maine. It's going to be this one right here. Not the best camera. I will say that. Not the best camera angle. But it is showing, it is painting the picture. Oh, well, this new scan doesn't look as snowy as the last picture. But yeah, definitely snow in there in down East Maine. These are all still New Hampshire and Vermont cameras. And this is that Bar Harbor camera. So starting to sprinkle again there. Man, they are just pumping all kinds of updates for these winter storm warnings. It's gonna be this one right here. Is YouTube working? I'm just checking YouTube right now, guys. Just want to make sure it's all working good. All right, perfect. YouTube looks good as well. All right, perfect. YouTube looks good as well. All right. Let me go back to TikTok. All right, we got some new snow reports in. 4 inches in Lewiston. 3 inches. So that was 1 hour ago. This is 13 minutes ago. So Lewiston, Maine is reporting Ooh, oh, this mouse. All right, I'm changing this mouse out. Hold on one sec.
Tornadoes, no, they don't hit here. They got scared and they went elsewhere. Some say the weather, it gets kinda scary, but it always misses old Plum Nelly. Storm chasers and weathermen, they ain't seen nothing like this since lightning, thunder, and even hail come to the line and they turn around, tell Plum Nelly, Georgia, come and visit, let me warn you, take a break from Alabama.
I think I have a better working mouse. If this mouse doesn't do it, then well, I just miss my old mouse. We'll just keep it at that. All right, so yeah, the zoom is just so sensitive. 4.5 inches in Carroll, New Hampshire. That was reported. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry, guys. Switch. There we go. 4.5 inches in Carroll, New Hampshire. All right, maybe it wasn't the old mouse. Maybe it was just my scroll settings. Sorry, I'm just looking at some stuff. Hold on. What does this do? What does this do? Okay. Just a little troubleshooting while we're... Whoa, super sensitive. Super sensitive. Super sensitive. So why we do these test streams. This is why we do these. All right, well, I'm done playing with it. It is what it is. Thank you guys for sticking with me here. Got a few people left that we haven't scared away with all of our troubles. Got all kinds of reports over here in Albany. 2 inches, 2.5 inches. The reports, though, out of Albany are all from like 5 hours ago. Let's see. Okay, so let's do this. Let's see where our highest snowfall reports have been from. 10.8 inches right here in Michigan, which makes sense. They've been having a bunch of lake effect snow. Michigan, Vermont right here, 6.6 inches. That's our... Oh, this mouse, I swear. I'm sorry, guys. Right there, so 6.6 inches of heavy snow. 2.5 inches, 1 inch, 3 inches 3 hours ago, 6.6 inches 2 hours ago. That's the highest so far we have for the day for the New England area. New York, 6.5 inches. 19 minutes ago. That's not so bad. New York, 6.1 inches. Not the same area. Yeah, 6.1, 6.6. Where is this at? Really? So it's really far over. So that overperformed as well. I believe I had that area in the 3.5 to or 3.3 to 5 inch range. So definitely overperformed a little bit there. Keep up the good work, brother. Keep grinding. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, Stormfront freaks. Let's do it. I'm going hard in 2026. This is just kind of a test stream. I've been working on all kinds of new stuff, so appreciate you guys. This is just a little test stream to get out the kinks here and kind of fix my radar app that I've made. Appreciate you. Let's go back to that Bar Harbor cam. Yeah, still just a little light drizzle there, a little bit of snow creeping in, but nothing crazy. And again, I think it's between radar sites right now as well, so nothing's really. Both radar sites for Bar Harbor aren't really showing much. So you'll see right here is what we're talking about. This is where that camera is. And as you can see, the heavy bands are to the east, northeast. And if you go down here to the Portland radar, not much there as well. So again, we're kind of in a little snow hole here. So that's what's happening. I live in Arkansas. What's a nor'easter? Yeah, so basically it's a area of low pressure, a storm system of low pressure where the winds come out of the northeast. So the winds will be whipping down this way. It's a very basic explanation of it. Let's check back over on some of our cameras here. New Hampshire. This is 93 northbound. Look at that. Roads continue to get worse and worse there, it seems. Over in Vermont, that bridge there still looks pretty gnarly. Snow covered, slushy. And then this random area here in US 302 in Vermont. When the storm gets moving from the northeast, that's a sure sign for tornadoes. Yeah, so a little bit different in the sense of it, but so yeah, most tornadoes will be moving northeast. And so with a nor'easter though, what ends up happening though is the winds end up whipping around from the northeast. So a nor'easter actually they come out of the northeasterly winds. So they'll be coming essentially this way as the storm goes away. So storm goes this way, winds whip around that other way. I'm showing you nothing because I had the wrong camera up. My bad. But yeah, northeasterly winds. Because they're called northeasterly winds, you think that they go from to the northeast, but they actually don't. They actually come out of the northeast down. Where tornadoes generally do move in a southwesterly to northeasterly direction, like this. That's a really bad arrow. I really wish my app was working better, but at least we can use it for snowfall reports, I guess. We can use it for snowfall reports, and that's about it at this point. We have a Western Mass snowfall report 3 hours ago. I didn't even see that one. Near the Berkshires. 1.4 inches over there in Western Mass. One down here in Connecticut as well. No way. Litchfield, Connecticut, or Torrington, Connecticut. 3 inches an hour ago. That's pretty good. Let's see what the radar looks like there. If they got 3 inches down in Western Connecticut, it's not bad for them. Look at this. It's even mixing into Boston a little bit here. So this is look at this sharp gradient here of rain and mixed precipitation. Like this is what we're talking about. Like the models had this gradient right here, mostly like here. So as you can see, that snow is that's rain snow lines creeping in just a little bit further to the east. So the snow is going to be piling up there in Newton, Framingham. If this keeps up like this, let's see the radar loop on it. Yeah, look at it just sitting there. So yeah, they're gonna They're gonna get some good snow there, some wet, heavy snow. And then let's go back over here to Connecticut, see what was some bands that were setting up there. What did it say? What was it? It said 3 inches. Yeah, 3 inches an hour ago. That does make sense. Be right around this area right here. So yeah, so if you see an hour ago that they were getting 3 inches there, you gotta look at how deep red this is. Red, deep blue this is over here. They're getting some heavy wet snow here. So Boston, you're gonna be right on the line there of just getting wet, heavy snow or just a mess. Actually, let's try to pull up some Boston cameras. Let's see what's going on there. Who is tuning in from Tornado Alley? I know I probably have a lot of followers that tuned in during a lot of our severe weather coverage last year, so I'm sure we probably have some people tuning in from from the Midwest and the South. Let me find some cameras here. I want to see what Boston looks like right now. This is Bar Harbor. So let me pull up Boston. Actually, I don't think I can do it on that one. I don't know why I'm pulling it up over there. Traffic jams. I want to see what Boston looks like right now. Boston probably looks crazy. All right. Give me a map view, please. I just want cameras. Yeah, that camera is showing mostly rain. Is this a live video? I don't know what this is. I'll bring it down that way you guys can see. All right, so this is near Newton Corner in Massachusetts. It was just playing. I don't know what happened to it, but I don't know how old that was. But yeah, it looks like it's still mostly rain, even though the radar is saying like some deep snow happening. Not deep snow, heavy snow. So yeah, look, it's not really sticking. Not really snowing either. All right, how? I mean, I'm looking right in literally downtown Boston area though too. Let me go up towards Tewksbury a little bit. That might paint a different picture, which does look like it's starting to come down there as well. And I'm talking, and you guys can't even see what I'm talking about. There we go. There you go, guys. Let's check over here near Westford. Yeah, definitely getting messy out there in the Massachusetts there. Northeastern Mass. Up towards Tewksbury, Billerica, Acton, Littleton. Let's see what Littleton looks like. Definitely get, so it's not really sticking too much on the roads, and maybe they pre-treated them pretty good too. So not looking too bad over there in Mass so far, but if that keeps up with those heavy bands, those are gonna accumulate pretty quick. You already can see it right there. You can already see the banding of the road starting to accumulate there. Let's go a little bit up closer towards Haverhill. This one looks like it's going through something. Okay, that one's not so reliable. This one is also down. Okay, cool. That one's down. I will have Massachusetts cameras here soon as well on my own software. Just don't have them yet. All right, look at this. This is around the New Hampshire border of Mass. And it's definitely coming down and starting to stick. So if you guys are in Massachusetts, so we're looking, let me just pull up the map here. So if you guys are in Massachusetts, what we're seeing right now is some heavy banding setting up, which again, it's showing heavy banding of snow. It's still raining there, so it's not really changed over to snow like it would like make you believe. It's just it's getting really close. But all this up here is snowing, and it's starting to really get slushy and stick there. So anywhere on the I-95 corridor up towards, what's that, 495, I believe. Yeah, 495, I-93 up on northeastern Mass. Yeah, it's gonna start getting real messy out there for you guys. So again, I would probably err on the side of caution. You probably want to get your stuff done and get off the roads if you can, at least for the next few hours until this stuff really kind of gets out of here in a few hours, 4 or 5 hours. But this is interesting. Yeah, so this is really not really transitioning to snow as at the moment. But on the backside though, classic, classic on the backside of it though, that cold air is pushing through enough to make sure it snows. So Mass is definitely going through it. Let's try to get some cameras by the coast of New Hampshire. Let me try to pull up some cameras there and see. Thanks again, Brady, or whoever else is on the Stormfront Freaks channel. Thanks for stopping in and throwing some words of encouragement. Appreciate that. If you guys don't know, the Stormfront Freaks podcast, I believe it's over now, but they still got plenty of good content over there at Stormfront Freaks. Go follow them on YouTube, please. Love Brady and all the whole team over there. What was I doing? New Hampshire cameras. New Hampshire coastline cameras is what I'm looking for. I want to see if it's mixing at the coast or what. Oh, that's a good camera. Okay, I got some good cameras for you guys here. It kind of paints a better picture of what's going on the coastline of New Hampshire. All right, let's go. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get into the back into the swing of things here. All right, so this is our Bar Harbor camera. Again, we're just gonna keep watching this one. It's a pretty good camera. It's on the coastline of Maine. But here is our New Hampshire camera. This is 93 northbound, mile marker 31. And it's getting real messy out there, guys, for New Hampshire. Definitely, roads are getting pretty covered. And then this is going to be over along the coastline. I'm not really sure where it was again. But mile marker 5.8. And I can look actually. Hold on. What camera was that? Camera 3. Camera 3. So that's going to be right by Durham, New Hampshire. So this camera we're looking at right here is right by Durham, New Hampshire. Looking, I believe southbound. So looking towards Mass. And it's getting real messy there. Same thing with this one. This is also going to be by the coast, by Portsmouth. Yeah, definitely starting to stick there, guys. And then this one, I don't know where this one is. Let me find this one. All right, so this one is interesting. This one is over by Hampton Beach, which is along the coastline, which I guess that checks out. It's been really, maybe they're just treating the roads really good there too, though. They could just be treating the roads really well. Because the roads look good, but that's in an area where, let me see. See what it looks like on a radar. Whoa, what's the camera doing now? All right, Hampton Beach. Yeah, I mean, they're kind of, they're right in that rain snow line here. So, makes enough sense, I guess. Again, the gradient is just so tight. The gradient's so tight, some people are going to get slammed and other people are just not going to see much of anything. Oh, mouse, stop doing that. Let's see. We got any new snowfall reports? Let's check. Newest snowfall reports. Thanks for joining, guys. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you guys. Vermont. We have a new report from Vermont about 20 minutes ago. 2.5 inches over there. Northern Vermont. Merrimack, New Hampshire, 3.5 or 3.3 inches. That was about 20 minutes ago as well. So not much out of Maine yet. We don't have a lot of reports out here. I wish my app was working better. Let's see if I can get it to load a radar site. It really doesn't want to load. Come on, this is my local radar site. Load my local radar at least. Uncooperative. I hear the plows outside my house. There they go. Or maybe you guys can see really quick. It's not really much of anything. Look at that beautiful angle. Yep, it won't load my radar site. I don't know why. I was hoping to have a few more storm reports out of Maine by now, but nothing. Check in over here on Bar Harbor, and it's looking like they got a nice little fresh coating of snow and like it's all over with. But David, thank you for joining. But yeah, I think this is just a little calm before the second half of the storm here, because this is going to all wrap back in as well. Back over in New Hampshire, still looking pretty messy. Oh, look at this. Did somebody go off the road here? I wonder. Thanks for all the hearts. Appreciate you guys. There, that guy's speed demon right there. New winter storm warnings for Maine coming in. Still calling for about 6 to 9 inches. No snow in Georgia, but northern weather is down south. Yeah, we're going to have another Arctic blast here soon. Let's look at some models. Maybe my app will do that at least, since it doesn't want to do anything else. Let's go to our outlooks. I think what I've realized is this app is not ready for the big time. Nope, not gonna work. It just refuses to work. I can't even explain it. It's been so this app has been so solid for the last 3 months while I've been programming it and put on a live stream, and it's like, no thanks. How's work going, Raya? We're getting wind chill under freezing tomorrow. I see a lot of people joining from my posts, so appreciate people joining in from the posts. TikTok must be like promoting one of my posts or something. Can we just load the Outlook? Ready to get off. But not too bad. It's slow now. That's good. People be crazy this time of year. Do you not have any decency? All right, here we go. Making my son some food. Nice. All right, so here is our temperature outlook for the 6 to 10 day outlook. Look at that. The app decided to work for once. So this is our 6 to 10 day outlook for temperature. Anything in the blue is going to be below. Anything in the red and darker red is going to be above temperature for the next 6 to 10 days. Oh, that's not so bad. Yeah, working from home is always nice. Um, so yeah, we see anywhere from 70% above normal over here in Nevada and Oregon, Idaho, over the next 6 to 10 days. So expect temperatures to really be trending on the West Coast. We're kind of a fine line here, and what we'll have to watch out for too is some severe weather that could develop over the next week or two. But yeah, warmer temperatures on the West Coast, colder on the East Coast. That's 6 to 10 days, 8 to 14 day outlook. So looking a week to 2 weeks out, not much really changes there. Lots of above normal temperatures. Let me get a better color here. Lots above normal over here in West Coast, below normal over on the East Coast. My neck of the woods. Yay. Winter is here, folks. All right, 3 to 4 weeks looking out at our temperature outlook, and look at that. About the same. We're leaning above below normal over here, a little bit above normal for the south and the west coast. It's too rainy here, but I would love the snow over the rain. Yeah, I mean, I could see how you feel that way, but once you get it, you're like, okay, the first few snowstorms of the year, especially around Christmas, you're like, this is wonderful. And then after like December 25th goes, you're like, all right, I'm done with it. That's me at least. Looking 1 month out, temperature outlook, 1 month out, looking like we're still going to be pretty warm to the west and south and below normal temperatures for the north and east. Let's look 3 months out on our temperature outlook. And now it's divided from north to south. South stays warm. It looks like the next 3 months, you guys are just going to stay nice and warm, apparently. And north is going to stay cold. Let's look at the drought conditions because I know I'm over here in severe drought season still. Let's see if that's changed. New outlook should come out on Thursday for the drought. Um, okay, drought monitor doesn't want to work. Cool. There we go. Oh, look at that! We're uh, we're now in severe drought status. Okay, so I'm in this general area here, and we've been extreme drought all season, all fall and summer. So we're now in extra severe drought and not extreme anymore. That's nice. All right, I'll get back to this. Off the rather, I'll get back to your regular programming. Um, so let's get back to the national level and let's look. Let's pull up our GFS. Let's look at our temperatures. Let's look at our temperatures forecasted here. I swear this computer is not cooperating today. Why is nothing loading until I scroll through it? All right, here we go. Yeah, so we're gonna have a pocket of cold air that's gonna dip down to like -20 below zero, and it's not gonna be wind chills. It's gonna be legit like -20 degrees. So I can see up there, Ohio Valley, Midwest. You guys are gonna be getting in on some of that cold weather. Let me see if I can zoom in for you a little bit. You'll see it start to dip down, and then boom, that's really what comes. So it's gonna start right around Thursday and last into Friday, really. But look at those temperatures, upwards to -20. It's just wild. Minnesota, Wisconsin. That is some cold temperatures. And then I believe it happens all over again. Maybe not as cold. What is wrong with you, PC? I don't understand. Load. Look at that nice warming up though, the Gulf air coming through. 60, 70 degrees. Places that just got like a foot of snow are going to be in the 70s here a week or so. Let's look at our GFS model right here. This thing is bugging out. Like, I don't even touch the mouse and it just scrolls in. I don't like this. Let me go back to, there we go. This one always works. All right. There we go. As everyone see? Everyone sees. Okay. There we go. This one works. So as you can see, we got our storm right here in the northeast. See, it's too rainy here, but I would love the snow. Oh, it's too rainy. I thought it says rainy right now. It's like, it's raining right now. But as we put this forward in time, we're looking at tomorrow, mostly good everywhere, honestly. Nothing too crazy. Getting to Thursday, get a little storm system that develops in the Gulf there, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, a little bit of Texas. Nothing crazy though. Same thing on Friday though, Georgia. Georgia gets in on the action, some thunderstorms on Friday. And that goes right off to the coast. Then again, another system comes through on Saturday, Sunday. So you're looking at Thursday, Friday, Sunday, rain in Georgia, Florida, Dixie Alley. Well, that would make sense for why it's so rainy there. It's too rainy here. And then this is where we get the next low that develops for a potential another storm. But right now, the GFS is calling for that to go out to sea after departing the Carolinas and Virginia. Doesn't really bring it up at all for us. And then over in the Pacific Northwest, another system on the 9th. Then another low develops. Canada comes across Maine, brings some icing and some snow. Again, we're over a week out now, so again, take this all with a grain of salt. Do not read into too much of this. It's just kind of hypothetical signals that are being forecasted from the GFS. And then if we go all the way the furthest out, we can see that December is looking to be pretty active as far as it goes for the Midwest and Northeast. The South looks like it's going to be not too bad as far as just some storms and stuff. What day snow for Charlotte? Charlotte, North Carolina? What are we talking about for Charlotte? Charlotte, North Carolina. I don't believe you're forecasted for any snow for at least this system. Yeah, no, you're gonna be fine. I don't see any really snow, and there's maybe a system on the 8th. If we look on the 8th, let's see what the GFS is saying for the 8th. Let me look for you. So there's Charlotte. Okay, you don't have to zoom in all the time. My mouse is really messed up. All right, if we go over here in the mid-Atlantic, that is a alarm. Hold on one second. All right, so if we put the GFS over towards the 8th, yeah, Charlotte looks to be clear for snow at this point. Nothing looks to be forecasted for Charlotte this time. Anywhere in, I would say, central to northern, northern North Carolina, you get some chances there for if it's calling for a crazy amount of snow. We'll see if that actually happens through the 8th and the 9th. But we're still, 6 days out on that, so a little too early to call on that one at this point. But Charlotte looks to be, at this time, looks to be fine. It's time to move up north. I'm sick of the south. There you go. Come on up. I'm right up here in Maine. Let's look at the 8th. So right there's your system that comes through. Your lows down there in South Carolina there. And so that's what's going to be causing that little storm to come through Virginia and parts of North Carolina and Kentucky and West Virginia. But again, right now it looks like it's going to be a general 3 to 5 or 4 to 8 inches for Virginia and maybe parts of North Carolina. But Charlotte, you're a little bit too south at this time. We'll see where the models go, though. Too early to tell so far. Any more snowfall reports up here? Let me refresh this. Thank you for the follow. I do all kinds of severe weather coverage during the springtime and through the summer, and we're going to be going kind of crazy here in 2026. So I appreciate that. Thank you. You can follow over on Facebook as well if you want kind of like more, just, more posts more often. WX Rundown on Facebook, and then YouTube is WX Rundown as well if you want to watch over there. Kind of the same format and the same things, maybe a little bit easier to watch. All right, let's check our cameras. This is Bar Harbor, Maine. Bar Harbor, Maine still looks to be nice and calm, maybe a little bit flurries mixing with rain. But again, not much going on there too much. This is going to be over in New Hampshire. Again, the roads look pretty treacherous over there, but they're still clear enough where you can see the lines and kind of make your way through. This is also New Hampshire. This one looks a little bit better, this road. And then I don't know what this view is. Let me get some new cameras up. Let me get some new cameras for you guys. All right, there's that one. This one. That one. And let's get up in there, the lakes region as well. All right, so here is the new cameras that I just put into the system. Let's see what these ones look like. So this one is going to be up near the lakes region. So you're going to see that higher 5 to 10 inch range up there. And you can definitely tell that they're getting some accumulating snow up there. Probably within the 4 to 5 range at least right now. This is going to be over New Hampshire as well. The roads look decently over there. This is going to be US Route 1 in New Hampshire. Got a Walmart truck going through. That looks like some definitely mixing precipitation there, or wet precipitation, but the snow does look to be sticking a little bit at the most. This is going to be in Portland, Maine. on I-295 southbound, so looking south. And as you can see, it's not looking too bad. The roads are mostly clear. Again, it's close enough to the coast where it's going to be mixing and stuff like that. So it's not going to be nothing too crazy unless that rain snow line kind of pushes offshore. And then that snow is going to really dump on the coastline. So we'll just have to see how that plays out. Blaine, thanks for joining. How's it going? So yeah, that's the kind of update right now where we stand. Um, I'll try to get through some more snow reports here if we have any more to go through. Let's see what we have for storm reports. New Jersey has a 1.8 inch from a train spotter at 1:45, 10 minutes ago. Mountain Wildlife Management Area, 1.8 inches over there in their forest. Looks to be their forest area. Oh, excuse me. New York, 1:44 p.m. 2 inches of snow as well reported. This is just to the north of New York City there, but not really in the winter storm warning. So that makes about sense. 4.3 inches recorded about 20 minutes ago. That's going to be up in Trumansburg, Tompkins, New York. Where'd all my storm reports go? 6 inches in the Berkshire area, Tioga, New York. 20 minutes ago. Can you check Chicago? I got you, Bambi. What would you like to know about Chicago? Just snowfall feature forecast here. What are you thinking for Chicago? You got plenty of snowfall reports. 4 hours ago, 1 inch was reported, 1.5 inches reported, 1.3 inches. Let's see where those go for the day. Chicago. All right. So as we go through today and tomorrow, looks pretty clear for you guys. Got high pressure that sets in. Guys going to be looking nice and good on that aspect as far as rain and snow goes. I don't really see any signals for you until maybe the 8th or 9th. No, not the 8th, the 9th. The 9th into the 10th. So Tuesday into Wednesday. There could be a chance for some snow there. Yeah, no, today at 7. No, you'll be fine. Let me pull up something more local to you. So this is going to be the HRRR 1218Z run. Maybe that last one was a bad run too. Hold on. Yeah, today at 7, you look fine. Everything looks clear as far as precipitation goes. You're attending a concert today at 7. Well, good luck with your concert. Hopefully it's nice, a nice concert, fun. Thank you for following. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Chicago is clear until at least the 8th or 9th. I just pulled up the radar just because you see this blue. That's just noise. That's not any precipitation or anything like that. Be worried. Don't be fooled by that. I want some more snowfall reports here in Maine, but there's barely any that's been reported. Troy, thanks for joining. What's the weather going to be like in the Northeast next week? Yeah, Daniel. So we have a few more rounds of weather to get through. potentially, with the next one being on Thursday and Friday for the Northeast. Where are you located, Daniel? Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, New York? Make sure you guys hit that follow button, please. I'm trying to grow here in 2026. We're going to be getting back to live streams here real soon. This is more like a test stream and to kind of chat and hang out with you guys. Connecticut. Okay, I got you. I got you. What's it gonna be like Northeast next week? Okay, so next week we're looking at Connecticut next week. So let's look through the short term right now at least. So this is today, going into tonight. You're gonna be mostly clear after midnight here in Connecticut. Maybe a few lingering flurries, some rain, maybe some mixing. And then going into tomorrow, we're looking pretty clear for tomorrow. And into Thursday, looking Thursday is going to be the next round of stuff. So let me get into Thursday. Let me just look at the NAM really quick. Yeah, NAM's looking good too. Okay, good. Let's check the GFS for Connecticut area going through next week. So we're looking at, okay, I went too fast. All right, so this is the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, right here. Here's the 8th. We have a little low pressure that this is the system that passes through the Carolinas to the south of Connecticut. So you're good there on that part. I know up in Maine we have a chance for some snow squalls on Thursday, but that does not affect you. Looks like the next chance for precipitation is, again, this is 200 hours out. So again, this is most likely going to change. So don't take it with a take it with a grain of salt. Don't take it too seriously. But the next chance looks like it's going to be right around Wednesday, December 10th in the morning through the evening hours on Wednesday, December 10th. And it lingers actually into Thursday morning commute as well. So about a good 24 hours of kind of mixed weather here is what it's looking like. So Wednesday, December 10th into Thursday, December 11th, and then it wraps up and gets out of there by 10 a.m. Thursday, December 11th. And then after that is another little clipper that comes through on Friday, December 12th. But again, these are all just little signals and they're way too far out. 200 plus hours out is way too far out to really be accurate in any means. So yeah, it looks like December 10th and 11th would be the next look for any type of precipitation for Connecticut. And when I said that too, it was looked like light snow to mixed precipitation, depending on which part of Connecticut you're in as well. So either way, doesn't look like anything too crazy at this moment, but that would be your next chance for it. I miss home only in the wintertime though. Where's home? In the Northeast? No problem, Daniel. Bloomfield, Connecticut. Yep. Yeah, only we should say only in the wintertime though. Yeah, exactly. So wintertime for you is like, all right, I'll take a few snowstorms and then I'll be done with it. And Connecticut too, they get their fair share of snow, but sometimes we're just a little bit snowier up here in Maine. All right, let's see. Any new snow reports? I'm probably gonna wrap it up here soon. I'm getting a little hungry and it's been kind of lackluster so far. And it's not as bad as the surrounding states. Yeah, you're close enough to the ocean. Let's check our cameras. Let's see how Bar Harbor, Maine's doing. It looks like it's Can't tell if that's snow or rain. Could be some mixed precipitation. So Bar Harbor is looking. It's actually, I think it's rain or mixed precip because if you look over here, I guess I have no way to show you. But if you look, where am I looking? This way. If you look on the grass, look in the grass area, you can start to see the grass kind of showing more, which means that it's melting or being melted by like rain or sleet. So I think it's actually more of a mixed precipitation there, like which was kind of forecasted, which we thought was going to happen. So it performed a little bit better than expected this morning with some heavy bands that set up. But now it seems to be transitioning back to rain. This is Portland, Maine, I-295, looking southbound. Again, looking like it's, I think it's, honestly, I think we're looking at some mixed precipitation here as well. You know, that or really light snow. Because that doesn't look too much different than the last time we looked at it. This is going to be over here in New Hampshire on Route 1. Again, same thing. Looks like it could be mixing or they just, you know, treated the roads well enough so that it's slushy. Because there definitely is some accumulating snow. But nothing too crazy. Looks like maybe an inch or two. And this is going to be over in Vermont in Rockingham on I-91. That one looks a little bit more treacherous. Looks like it's a bit more in the hills or so. So that one, sorry, that makes a little bit more sense. And that's on a bridge too. So, and then going over here to the lakes region in New Hampshire and Vermont. This is definitely in the higher elevations and more inland. As you can see, the snow has really been piling up there. And probably at least 4 or 5 inches, I'd say. Maybe not 5, 3 or 4. So they're definitely getting some out there as well. And again, it really just depends on where that banding sets up. So let's take a look at the radar again. Oh, we'll have to take a look back at mass again as well, because we do have a new heavy snow mesoscale discussion going on there. So we can take a look at that really quick. Right, heavy snowfall rates between 1 and 2 inches per hour remain likely across southern New York into portions of New England this afternoon. So yeah, so they're talking about what I was talking about a little while ago, which is all this right in here. If this converts over to snow, like we saw it was mostly rain when we were looking at the cameras, but if all this converts to snow, which it should be, this is all going to be super heavy snow, and it's going to come down hard and fast. So we'll see how let's check. We can actually check the cameras. So maybe we'll check the cameras. Yeah, look at how heavy that stuff that's heavy wet snow right there. Let's check the Massachusetts cameras. So this is going to be near Alston on I-90. And look, it's all wet there still. So I'm not sure if this is old. This should be a pretty new camera though. Camera time frame. Looks like it's not really sticking though. This isn't Framingham, or I thought it was Framingham. Sorry, eye is itchy. All right, so I think anywhere north of I-90 is really where it's actually setting up and snowing pretty good, compared to like what's south of I-90. So as you can see right here, this is Route 62 on or I-495 southbound and near Berlin. And as you can see, it's coming down, but it's very manageable. The roads are still fine. It's when you get up here. So you get up towards Billerica, and the cameras are all done for. All right, they're really done for. Wakefield, okay, cool. Cameras just don't work in mass. Cool. Medford, there you go. Look over at Medford. Medford's still all rain as well. All right, so then up towards Boxborough, not Foxborough, but Boxborough. That's definitely coming down as snow, causing for a mess. Same thing over here in Chelmsford. Can I get... So there's an incident over here and there's no camera for it. Cool. Road closed due to a crash. Should be a crash over here. Look at this do you guys see this ramp right here? What is this ramp we're looking at? Hold on. This ramp, the plow guy was like, all right, let's plow it, and then just like gave up on it. That's interesting. Yeah, that's I don't even know how you do that. Like, how do you just start plowing it and then just stop? You just lift up your plow and oh wait, here he is. Never mind, he's back. All right, guys, the plow mystery has been solved. He just took a break for a second, and now he's back and plowing away. So yeah, they got a good little bit there in Marlboro. This is on I-495 Marlboro northbound. They did that a few times when it so beautiful. They did that a couple times in Georgia when it did snow. They just gave up on it, and maybe maybe he went back and tried to get a little bit wider of an angle or got a little bit more of the road plow. I don't know. Maybe it's a specialized plow tactic that I'm not aware of. They were sitting on the side of the road here. Yeah, they're going, what the hell do we do with this? I always love it. I always love seeing other states and how they like attack like their winter like plowing and stuff. Like I know a lot of places use like some places use like a beet brine. Some places just use like a salt brine, and then other places just use salt for the roads to treat them. But it's like every state's like we're gonna figure out how to deal with the snow and whatever. And like here in New England, we're just like we just use salt. That's why our cars all rust out and fall apart, and why we require car inspections. Still coming down pretty good here in Maine out my window. I'd say I probably have like 2 inches or so now, but again, nothing crazy. It's been steady, but it hasn't really been accumulating too heavy. We get some more incidents over here. Route 23 and US 20. Oh, we got no cameras out this way. Oh, look at out Western Mass. Look at this. I see people using salt on their driveway while it was raining. Yeah, they're like, we do not want anything to accumulate or ice over. I'm not sure if this camera quality is just really bad and ominous, or I mean, it does look pretty gloomy there and heavy. What about this one? Oh, of course. Of course. Why are all the cameras in Massachusetts down? I was so confused. Like, just wasted your time. I know. I know. I've seen some crazy ways people have dealt with stuff. People freak out though. They get panicked by it. But that should make you even more that should make you even more prepared, Raya. Because you're like, you guys are crazy. That's what I would be afraid about. That's what I would be afraid for. Like living in the South, people that like haven't dealt with that type of weather much in their life, or new drivers, and then they just like kind of freak out if they get like a freak snowstorm or something. Let's go over to New York cameras. Let's try to find New York cameras. I currently have a request out for the New York traffic camera systems. See if they'll let me use their cameras. So hopefully that is a thing soon enough. Until then, we do this. No live camera feed. Last time it snowed here, everyone was asking me for camera for from advice. You're like, just relax. Stop freaking out. You'll be fine. Look at this camera. How old is this camera? What is this quality? It is snowing good there though. Let's look up towards Albany, or I guess down. I guess we were a little bit more north than I thought. Yeah, definitely snowing pretty good in New York. I mean, it's hard to tell with these cameras, though, too. These cameras must be 20 years old. I made so much money driving people around. That's the way to do it. Oh, you can't get to work? I can drive you. 20 bucks. Oh, look at these cameras. Look at this ice on the camera. These cameras have seen better days. Oh, look at this. Someone got in an accident. The lanes look pretty clear though. Like the lane, maybe it's because there's so many vehicles on it right now. So this is I-87 south of Twin Bridges in New York. I got bumper to bumper traffic here crawling. Yeah, if you can't if you can't drive in the snow, you should just stay home. You're just a danger to everyone else. Yeah. Oh, let's watch this car. All right, good job. Good job getting through the intersection, guys. All right, let's see if we can see any other accidents that have happened. These all look pretty clear, nothing crazy. Snow's definitely coming down. The road's definitely been better. I probably say that. Oh, look at this. What's going on over here? Oh, we got 3 cars off the road. 4 cars off the road. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the other one's a sheriff, it looks like, or a cop. This is going to be I-87 north of Twin Bridges. So this is a different camera angle from, I think, the other one that we were looking at where all that traffic was backed up. It's very sticky snow too, guys. Like if you look at the cars themselves, well, one, this looks like it might have happened a little while ago as well, just based off of the snow that's accumulating on the vehicle. Maybe, but I mean, look all down here though too. Like these lanes are not in the best conditions. Very wet, slushy roads here. So definitely bad conditions over here in New York. Got another accident up here, perhaps. Oh, look at this! Look at this angle. It is coming down here. I-87 at exit 13 in New York. Can't even see anything. Something else up here? Nope. Can't see it. Yeah, now we're getting too north. What's happening here? Oh, jackknife trailer truck. We have a tractor trailer jackknifed. Oh, all kinds of cars, actually. Look at this. I mean, the quality is terrible, but we got 1, 2. That might be a cop right there. That's a cop. So there's a cop right here. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if they're just stopped in the middle of the road or if they've been involved in an accident as well. But that's not what you want to do, though. You don't want to be stopped like that. That's how a pileup happens. A tractor trailer comes plowing down the road, doing 50, 60 miles an hour, and then he just plows into all of them, and that causes a huge pileup. It looks like he hit hard right here too. That's not ideal. That is going to be near I-87 northbound at interchange 18 near New Paltz. Got another accident down here, it looks like. Well, not these guys. These guys are chilling. Northbound exit 17 crash. Crash on I-87. Yeah, I-87's a mess right now, guys. What's over here? Nothing. Fort Jervis. Camera's offline. I-84 west at exit 4. That looks like it's doing okay. So the more north you get, the crazier it gets. Yeah, up here is where it's really messy. How's Albany looking? All right, got a new 19 minutes ago, new snowfall report from Farmingdale in Kennebec, Maine, 4.1 inches. Not so bad. Leamington, 3.3 inches. That's 13 minutes ago. I don't know why this mouse is zooming in and out. All right, I think I'm gonna end it there, guys. Enough traffic cam watching for one night. Yeah, no, this was a good I think introductory back stream, test stream. Back to the grind of things, okay? I don't know if I'm gonna be live again before Christmas or after the new year when I kind of go full steam ahead. I got a few things to work out the kinks here as far as live streams go. Hopefully I can figure that out. But I will definitely be live no matter what after the new year and doing forecasts and everything else. So stay safe out there, guys. Remember, submit all your snowfall reports to WX Rundown. Submit. So wxrundown.com/submit, or just go on the website wxrundown.com and go to storm reports. Submit your snow reports there. And make sure you're following on YouTube and Facebook and TikTok at WX Rundown. And I will see you guys next time.
Tornadoes, no, they don't hit here. They got scared and they went elsewhere. Some say the weather, it gets kinda scary, but it always misses old Plum Nelly. Storm chasers and weathermen, they ain't seen nothing like this since lightning, thunder, and even hail come to the line and they turn around, tell Plum Nelly, Georgia, come and visit, let me warn you. Take a break from Alabama, Mississippi, rain and tornadoes. They all get iffy. The farmers say it ain't that great. We don't get enough rain for the wheat. Gotta dig deep just to find water for the cows, my son and my daughter. The city folk love it here. Their power stays on year after year. Never lost a roof in a hurricane. So many reasons and we all remain. But Plum Nelly, Georgia, come and visit, let me warn you. Take a break from Alabama, Mississippi, rain and tornadoes. They all get iffy.